Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamey Daddy channel. So today is that one day that I can say something that we have been hoping for, or let me say I personally have been hoping for, is going to be implemented here in about, let's just throw it out there, about maybe 60 something to 90 days. And that is the improvement of the Division 2 for the current gen consoles, aka what we used to call next gen consoles, which is the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Today in the state of the game, Yannick did confirm that this is going to be getting some treatment and they're going to unlock the frame rates. This is what's going to basically set this game apart from many other games out there, because the Division, from a PC player's perspective, I've been playing on 60 FPS since the Division 1, even maybe a little bit more. I can tell you that the Division 2 is a fantastic looking game, and that alone changes the experience at least by about 20 to 40% just from the aesthetics and looking at it in a higher quality. Now, I know that this is something that may not really resonate with a lot of people. They might say, well, it's too late. Well, what can you say? What can you do? It's been really a rugged year. And, according to Yannick in the state of the game, he talked about Project Nightmare, or Codename Nightmare, or whatever it is, being moved into the February time window. And he said that was also the time that they will be receiving, or they'll be deploying, this new current gen, or I would say PS5, Xbox Series X patches to improve the frame rate of the game. And I'm hoping by that time we're most likely going to be seeing something really cool. Now, I'm not really certain, as I kind of thought I was, about a year 3 to come into this game, but you never know. That might be a platform for them to be able to bring something that really does change the game. But I'm just going back and I'm looking at game development, paradigms and game development strategies and rules and what it takes. And I can now see from a much more different perspective how this entire COVID thing basically hit every game development firm. And game development firms that have been able to pull off anything, I just want to say that they probably need some of the highest commendation, regardless of how you feel about the game and the end product. And some of the things that have been spurring this up is, I was just watching a documentary on the making of God of War. This is an old documentary that they did about a year and a half ago, or even earlier. And this whole documentary spans for over an hour, detailing and documenting a lot of the process of developing this game, taking the trailer to the public and all of that stuff. And I just have to say that if something like COVID had happened along the development of God of War, or many of the games that came out in that 2018, 2019 window, which is 2 years that we got a lot of solid games, by the way, I just want to say that we will probably not have seen even 40% of those games come to the market, because the entire development process is just a nightmarish beast at its own, at its own art. And for them to still be able to continue with the community, even after Warlords of New York hit, remember folks, Warlords of New York was dropping right as this whole thing was coming down on the entire world. And so for them to implement fixes, for them to make clear-headed level decisions, I just want to say this probably went ahead and affected a lot of their, just their process. Now, yes, they have to own their losses. They have to own the fact that they went ahead and, suspended accounts incongruently, in a sense where they suspended accounts that in some cases cheated and never got detected, and then, kind of left that out there, and there was all this drama that spilled over. But bygones for me, they have to be bygones. I really am not going to sit down and be lamenting over what has happened months ago. I feel like the world is just looking for a way to move forward, and in game development world, we're looking for something to also move forward to. And so for those of you who are here on the channel, I will be playing Cyberpunk 2077. I'll be talking about the game. I'm not going to deliver any spoilers. I'm just going to talk about the game from time to time. I'm also going to take a little bit of time off this holiday period just to be able to focus on other things and focus on family. And I'm sure you guys are probably going to be doing the same thing too. But once in a while, you'll catch me streaming on the channel. Once in a while, you catch me, hopping hopping around and commenting on other content creators' videos, and being a and being a crazy, silly content creator on my community page. Setting up and stirring up a lot of controversy with my statements. But you guys know how it is. I really do appreciate you guys very much in this community. For those of you who've been supporting, thank you so much. For those of you who've been impatient with me, I can definitely understand. Sometimes I'm impatient with me too. And for those of you who have basically stuck with the Division 2, I really want to say, hats off to you. You really have found a way to see the best in this game, even though the game has a lot of issues. And I hope to see you guys in the Division 3. Even those of you who've sworn left and right that you'll never buy a Division 3, I also hope to see you too. I mean, don't buy it if you don't want to buy it, but it'd be nice to see you there as well too. Perhaps most likely complaining about the Division 3 because, the game's not going to be perfect. We know that going in. We know that expecting it. And we hope it's actually better, but who knows? I'm a fan, and many of you are fans as well, but you know how it is. You stick with your team, regardless of the good times and the bad times. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.